1. Seeking validation. One of the biggest mistakes men make is constantly seeking a woman's approval. This can be as simple as asking, "Do you like me?" or needing constant reassurance. Women pick up on this immediately, and instead of building attraction, it signals insecurity. Confidence isn't something that comes from external validation. It's built from within. Think about the type of man who walks into a room and simply knows he belongs. That's the energy women are drawn to. But neediness? That's repellent. When a man is secure in who he is, he doesn't need to prove himself to anyone, especially not to a woman. 2. Over-explaining yourself. Have you ever felt the need to justify your words or actions to a woman? Maybe she questioned something you said, and instead of answering directly, you launched into a long-winded explanation. This is a common mistake. Over-explaining often signals guilt or uncertainty, which lowers a man's perceived value. A confident man owns his words and actions. If she asks, "Why didn't you text me back?" a weak response would be a nervous apology with unnecessary details. A strong response? "I was busy, but I'm here now." Simple. Director. No over-explaining. 3. Being too available. Many men believe that always being there for a woman will make her appreciate them more, but in reality, it often has the opposite effect. When a man is too available, he becomes predictable, and predictability kills attraction. Think about the last time you were always available to a woman. Did it make her more interested or less? Probably less. A man who values his time naturally makes a woman value him too. Scarcity creates desire. This doesn't mean playing games. It means having a life that doesn't revolve around her. 4. Arguing emotionally. Men often try to win arguments with logic, thinking that if they just explain their point clearly enough, they'll change a woman's mind. But when emotions are involved, logic doesn't always work. Instead of engaging in endless debates, it's often better to set a boundary and walk away if necessary. If a woman is emotional and a man argues back emotionally, the situation only escalates. A grounded man keeps his composure. Instead of reacting, he responds with clarity and control. Women respect men who can stay calm under pressure. 5. Failing her tests. Women will test a man's confidence, sometimes consciously, but often subconsciously. She might tease him, ignore him, or challenge his opinions. If he reacts emotionally or seeks validation, he fails the test. For example, if she says, "You're not that funny," a weak response would be, "Oh, really? Why do you think that?" A strong response, "You haven't seen my best material yet." See the difference? The key is to stay unshaken. A man who doesn't take things personally and keeps his composure earns respect. 6. Apologizing. Too much? There's nothing wrong with saying sorry when it's necessary, but constantly apologizing for small things makes a man look weak. A man who says, "Sorry for bothering you," just for sending a text, signals uncertainty. Instead, a confident man simply says, "Hope you're having a great day." Strong. Director. Over-apologizing gives off the impression that a man is walking on eggshells around a woman. And if he doesn't respect himself, why should she? Confidence is about owning actions, not feeling guilty for existing. 7. Putting her on a pedestal. Respect should always be mutual, but when a man treats a woman like she's above him, she'll start seeing him as beneath her. Complimenting a woman is great, but worshiping her is a mistake. Instead of saying, "You're the most amazing woman in the world," a better approach is, "I love your energy." It's refreshing. This keeps the balance. Women are attracted to men who see them as equals, not as unattainable goddesses. When a man puts a woman on a pedestal, he creates a power imbalance that works against him. True confidence comes from knowing that no one is above or below anyone else. 8. Making her your entire life. The fastest way to lose a woman is to lose yourself in her. A man who makes a woman the center of his world often ends up losing himself and, eventually, her interest. Attraction thrives on independence. Having a mission, a purpose, and a life outside of her is crucial. Women are drawn to men who have something going for themselves, men who don't need a relationship to feel whole. She should complement a man's life, not become his life. A man with a strong sense of purpose is irresistible. He doesn't chase approval, he doesn't overexplain, and he doesn't make a woman his entire identity. Instead, he stands firm in who he is. Now, here's the mindset shift that ties everything together. Women respect men who respect themselves first. Every point in this video comes down to self-respect, confidence, and purpose. When a man embodies these traits, the right women will naturally be drawn to him. If this video gave you some valuable insights, do me a favor. Hit that like button, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more powerful insights on relationships, self-mastery, and mindset. Remember, the way a man carries himself determines how others treat him. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep growing. See you in the next video.